Welcome to this edition of SAU Magazine, a weekly program featuring news, profiles, sports, commentary, interviews, and special events, all coming to you from the campus of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is the Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Shelley Glover.
And I'm Elizabeth Ray.
International students are concerned about conditions in their native countries. The subject was discussed at a recent Board of Trustees meeting. About 120 international students attend SAU. Dr. Donna Allen, Vice President of Student Affairs, says international students must return home once each year. Those from Saudi Arabia are due to go home in December and are concerned they may not be able to return.
Another issue discussed at the Board of Trustees meeting was a presidential search. The search committee is narrowing its list to 5 or 7 applicants. Each candidate will then be interviewed at a major airport, likely to be Little Rock. Interviews with the search committee will last 90 minutes. 3 to 5 finalists will then be chosen. These individuals will visit SAU, meeting with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. The new president will assume office on January 1st.
On Saturday, October 20th, the Alumni Association named Larry McNeil as its 2001 Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. McNeil began at SAU in 1961 and remained with the university until his retirement in May 2001. He has earned many awards during his career. In 1992, McNeil was named SAU Honor Professor, Waldo Citizen of the Year in 1994, and the 1998 recipient of the SAU Outstanding Service Award. McNeil taught in the Health, Kinesiology, and Recreation Department and administered the intramural sports program.
Red Ribbon and Alcohol Awareness Week began Monday, October 22nd. On Monday, red ribbons were handed out at various campus sites. An information table in the Brew Center was set up Tuesday where brochures and blood alcohol materials were given out. A program will be held Thursday at 6:30 in Grand Annex concerning the high-risk drinking. For more information, call the office of ADAPT at 235-4388.
The Academic Advising and Assistance Center is sponsoring an advisor update training session. General information, useful tips, common mistakes, and important updates will be covered. 2 sessions will be held. The first session will be held this Wednesday from 2:30 to 3:30. The second session is from 3:30 to 4:30 in Conference Room 2 of the Brew Center. Advisors may attend either session.
Flu shots will be available to all SAU faculty and students this Friday. The shots will be given in the Brew Center, Conference Room 2 from 8 a.m. to noon. The flu shots will be given by Nurse Judy Hines and SAU nursing students. The cost of the shots are $10. The increased cost of the flu shots is due to the increased cost of vaccine. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Elizabeth Ray.
And I'm Shelley Glover.
With an SAU profile, I'm Dallas Short.
And I'm Matt Gatlin.
The Interpretive Movement team at the Baptist Collegiate Ministry is in its 2nd year of service.
But what is interpretive movement?
In interpretive movement, a contemporary Christian song is well interpreted using American Sign Language and modern dance.
The team is known as Hands for Christ, which means helping a nation desperately searching for Christ.
Interpretive movement is a form of worship and service open to both females and males interested in this type of service.
Practices are held every Thursday at 6 p.m. and Sundays at 8 p.m. at the BCM.
Students do not have to be Baptist to join the BCM. Future events include a youth service in Crossit, where praise, drama, and interpretive movement will take place.
The freshman BCM members are planning interpretive movements for Halloween. Planning for the Christmas program will soon take place. With an SAU profile, I'm Matt Gatlin.
And I'm Dallas Short.
SAU Sports, I'm Bo Callaway.
And I'm George Stricker.
Freshman Donald Butler took a reverse the final 13 yards to cap an 8-play, 80-yard drive that gave SAU a 28-25 homecoming win over Arkansas Tech University. SAU is 3-4 overall and 3-3 in conference play, while Tech is 5-2 after a 5-0 start and 4-2 in league action. SAU's 1951 Arkansas Intercollegiate Conference football team was honored at halftime before a homecoming audience of 6,000.
This week, SAU takes on Arkansas Monticello. This is the 72nd meeting between the Mule Riders and the Boll Weevils, in a series that began in 1913 with the UAM win. SAU won for the first time in 1915. SAU's biggest win was 91-0 in 1925, and UAM's largest margin was 51-13 in 1978. SAU's longest winning streak in this series was 11 in a row. In 1999, UAM won 23-20 in 2 overtimes but had to forfeit the win due to ineligible players. The Riders defeated the Weevils last season 31-21 for an SAU homecoming victory.
The Riderette volleyball team concluded their home court schedule Tuesday as they celebrated senior night prior to a loss to Arkansas Tech University. The Riderettes end their season with a 6-3 record. The Riderettes will compete in the Mississippi University for Women tournament on Friday and Saturday. They are scheduled to play Western New Mexico University and Martin Methodist College. SAU Sports, I'm Bo Callaway.
And I'm George Stricker.
With commentary, I'm Daniel Nickerson. There are many changes in food service taking place at Southern Arkansas University. One of these changes is the new cafeteria manager. Debbie St. Clair took the responsibilities as cafeteria manager on the 1st of October. She vows to make many changes for the cafeteria, including the name. But will these changes be a good thing? St. Clair received her experience through the Memphis Food Service. Her family also owned a restaurant. She plans to be more responsive to the students and take into consideration new ideas for the cafeteria. Planning for a new menu is underway, and students will get a taste of these changes soon. Will these changes be noticed, and will the cafeteria really be more responsive? Food choices, portion sizes, and cleanliness all need to be addressed. Students pay quite a bit of money for quality food service. Hopefully St. Clair can do the job. With commentary, I'm Daniel Nickerson.
With an SAU police log, I'm Viola Freeman.
And I'm Leah Steelman.
On October 12th, the university police responded to a call from the Rider Rink and spoke with Brad Hudman. Hudman stated that a white male, possibly in his late 30s, was parked at the front door. His breath smelled of alcohol. While leaving the parking lot, he accelerated his truck and spun gravel onto the windshield of Hudman's car. Hudman's car suffered moderate damage to the windshield and hood. On the 17th, Lindsay Johnson reported that while she and her sister were at a fraternity party, they took part in a verbal altercation with 3 unnamed females. After the party, Johnson reported that the females watched as she and her sister parked their car. The next morning, there were deep scratch marks over the car. The investigation continues.
UPD presents the following information from the United States Postal Service. The Postal Service places the highest priority on the safety of its employees and customers and the security of the U.S. mail. We are taking every possible measure to assure the safety of all. We are working tirelessly to keep the mail moving and to keep customers and our employees safe and secure. America's postal employees have done an outstanding job of keeping the mail moving since September 11th. We have delivered more than 20 billion pieces of mail since the tragedy. It's important to remember that these are isolated incidents. What constitutes a suspicious letter or parcel? Have a powdery substance on the outside? Are unexpected or from someone unfamiliar to you? Have no return address or have one that cannot be verified as legitimate? Are of unusual weight, given their shape, and are lopsided or oddly shaped? Have an unusual amount of tape? Are marked with restricted endorsements such as personal or confidential, or have a strange odor or stain? This message from the UPD comes from the United States Postal Service.
With an SAU police log, I'm Viola Freeman.
And I'm Leah Steelman.
I'm Shannon Watson.
And I'm Tasha Hicks.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. Resumes are currently being accepted for a new sales position with the Megasat Corporation located in Magnolia. It is a small company with plans for future growth and expansion. Sales experience is not necessary, but it is a plus. A requirement for the job is that the applicant be computer literate. Any students interested can fax a resume to Curtis Martin at 870-910-6123.
Due to recent technical difficulties, the Employment Resource Center is reviving the job list. The list includes information on full-time and part-time jobs. For those interested in joining the job list, please contact Wilma Williams at extension 4097. Notices about campus interviews and job fairs will continue to be sent via email. The job list will be sent only to those interested in receiving the information. I'm Tasha Hicks.
And I'm Shannon Watson.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Julie Hillidge.
And I'm Liz Mattern.
When students cannot get to the movies, SAU takes the movies to them. This week in the Bruce Center, students had the opportunity to view the movie Pearl Harbor. Co-sponsors for the movie showing were Sigma Gamma Rho, Sigma Pi, Phi Beta Sigma, Phi Alpha Theta, Phi Gamma Mu, and the Student Activities Board. The film, which played this week, was one of many activities that the SAB has planned throughout the semester.
The Southern Arkansas University Alumni Association held a silent and live auction Saturday in the Bruce Center. The purpose of the auctions was to raise money for student scholarships. Also taking place in the Bruce Center cafeteria was the Alumni Association board meeting and luncheon. Some of the items auctioned include a $50 savings bond from Farmers Bank and Trust, makeup and accessories from various local businesses, and an autographed SAU football.
The Peace Poster exhibit, which had been scheduled for October 16th through the 26th, has been moved to November 1st through the 30th. The exhibit, which will be housed in the Rosemary Ray Regional Arts and Education Gallery, will be a juried show. The Peace Poster exhibit will be judged first by self-critique and finally by the SAU Art Department. Tile Quilts, an exhibit by Susan Sanders, has been rescheduled from its November date to the month of January due to the artist's injury.
Remember those days when everyone dressed up and went out trick-or-treating for Halloween? If you're never too old to have fun, join the International Student Association and the Student Activities Board at the Halloween Dance and Costume Party, Wednesday, October 31st in the Bruce Center from 7 to 10 p.m. If you go, be sure to dress in your finest Halloween costumes. This is a great opportunity to spook up support for the International Student Committee and to have fun being a kid again. And that's this week's entertainment news.
SAU broadcast journalism students produce informative television programs for viewers in Southwest Arkansas. The SAU Report features interviews with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. It is seen each week in Magnolia on TCA Cable Channel 13. Camden residents can see the SAU Report each morning on Cable Channel 16. Tens of thousands of cable television households in Southwest Arkansas watch the program on KTSS-TV Channel 55 in Hope. The SAU Report not only serves as a learning tool for broadcast journalism students, but serves to inform the region about institutional events and personalities. Some editions of SAU Magazine feature audio segments from these television programs. Be sure and watch the SAU Report on your local cable television service. Informative viewing, provocative subject matter. The SAU Report.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm DeAnna Young.
And I'm Jennifer Hubbard.
On Monday, October 29th, choir students will be waiting tables at Pizza Inn of Magnolia. A portion of the buffet sales from 5 to 9 p.m. will help pay for new Madrigal costumes. SGA Traffic Appeals Court meets at 4 p.m. The MBSF is hosting a Hereafter House at 6 p.m. and the theater department will be presenting the play No Exit.
Tuesday, Chi Alpha sponsors a free lunch. The play No Exit will also be performed.
On Wednesday, the International Student Association and Student Activities will present a Halloween dance and costume party from 7 till 10 p.m.
Thursday, November 1st, the SAU volleyball team will have an away game. And at 7 p.m., there will be a barn dance at the National Guard Armory.
On Saturday, SAU football at University of Central Arkansas.
And on Sunday, the SAU Choir presents its fall concert. And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.